If you're a male over 60, I want to say something bold, maybe even a little uncomfortable. Your loss of energy, your fading intimacy, that frustrating feeling of becoming a shadow of the man you used to be, it's not your fault, and it's not just age. It's something far more dangerous and far more manageable. It's silent inflammation. This invisible force quietly attacks your blood vessels, your hormones, your circulation, dimming your vitality day by day. Most men never realize it's happening until they've lost more than energy. They've lost confidence, drive, intimacy. But here's the real shocker. You can begin reversing this damage today, with nothing more than 3 humble ingredients likely already in your kitchen: turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon. Now you might be thinking, how can something so simple help with something so serious? Let me explain. My name is Dr. Mark Kopa. I'm a board-certified men's health specialist and a professor at Baylor College of Medicine. For over 30 years, I've helped men reclaim their vitality using safe, natural tools. No hormone injections, no risky pills, just the wisdom of the body, supported by the right daily habits. But what truly shaped my approach to healing wasn't medicine. It was a goat. Yes, you read that right, a goat. The goat who knew more than most doctors. Years ago, while visiting a rural herb farm, I watched a goat, Emily, roam through the hedges. What struck me wasn't what she ate. It was what she ignored. She would sniff every plant, pause, and only pick a few specific herbs. Not randomly, deliberately, repeatedly. Curious, I asked the farmer about it. He said she always chose plants with known medicinal value. Herbs that helped with digestion, circulation, inflammation. No training, no textbooks, just instinct. And that's when it hit me. Her body knew what it needed. That day, I realized something simple but profound. Our bodies were once like that too, wise, intuitive, responsive. We knew how to use nature to heal. We've simply forgotten. But just because you've forgotten doesn't mean your body has. And when you give it the right signals, especially after 60, it can start healing again. Not aging, circulation. Let's talk plainly. For most older men, the decline in intimacy and energy isn't just about low testosterone. It's not about libido, it's about blood flow. When inflammation damages your arteries, especially the small, sensitive ones that supply blood to your brain, heart, and yes, your manhood, everything slows down. You feel colder, you move slower, you react less, not just physically, but emotionally. And that erosion of function leads to something deeper, a quiet loss of identity. I've sat across from hundreds of men who asked me, sometimes with tears in their eyes, "Is this just my new normal?" And here's what I always say, no. It's not your new normal, it's a signal that your body needs support. And you don't need a prescription to get that support. You just need rhythm, consistency, and 3 powerful herbs that have stood the test of time. Let's begin with turmeric. Turmeric, clearing inflammation, supporting testosterone, healing arteries. Turmeric is more than just a golden spice. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory, rich in curcumin, which helps soothe the inner lining of your arteries, the endothelium. That's where nitric oxide is produced. And nitric oxide is what tells your blood vessels to expand. When blood vessels expand, blood flows easily, especially to the areas that matter most for intimacy. Inflammation breaks this cycle. It restricts blood flow. It suppresses testosterone production. It blocks communication between your brain and your body. But turmeric helps restore it. One of my patients, Sam, 64, came to me exhausted. His joints ached, his intimacy had become distant, his labs showed elevated inflammation and borderline testosterone. We started simple, just half a teaspoon of turmeric in warm water with black pepper every morning. 3 weeks later, he walked in smiling. His joints felt looser. He wasn't as tired after lunch. He'd reconnected with his wife for the first time in months. Turmeric didn't just reduce pain, it helped his body remember how to feel strong again. Ginger. Awakening circulation, nerve sensitivity, and desire. Where turmeric cools, ginger warms. Ginger is a natural vasodilator. It opens up those narrow, hard-to-reach blood vessels, especially the small capillaries that supply your hands, your feet, and yes, your manhood. But it does more than that. Ginger stimulates your nervous system. It helps sharpen touch, arousal, connection. It increases dopamine and serotonin, 2 brain chemicals that fuel motivation, pleasure, and emotional intimacy. Jim, 71, came to me after his wife passed away. He said, "I don't feel anything anymore, not just sexually, but at all." He drank fresh ginger tea each morning for just 2 weeks. And he told me something beautiful. "I don't feel flat anymore." It wasn't dramatic, but it was real. Ginger reawakened his circulation and emotion. That's the kind of healing men often need. Not just blood flow, but sensation, connection, presence. Cinnamon regulating blood sugar, hormones, and energy. Let's take a moment to talk about a quiet thief that robs countless men of their strength, energy, and emotional connection. Blood sugar imbalance. Unlike a sudden illness, this isn't something you feel right away. It creeps in silently. First comes the fatigue, then the mental fog, the emotional dullness. The lack of desire, not just in the bedroom but in life itself. And before long, the man who once moved with confidence and clarity starts to feel like a stranger to himself. When your blood sugar swings, spiking after meals, crashing before bed, it puts stress on every part of your system. It damages blood vessels, dulls your nerve function, suppresses testosterone production, and inflames your tissues. The body becomes a battlefield of imbalance, and the cost isn't just physical, it's deeply personal. That's where cinnamon comes in. But not just any cinnamon, true Ceylon cinnamon, also known as real cinnamon. Unlike the more common cassia variety, which can burden the liver over time, Ceylon cinnamon is gentle, supportive, and powerfully effective when used consistently. It improves insulin sensitivity, helping your body manage sugar with less effort. It stabilizes blood sugar levels and supports the very glands and cells responsible for hormone production and energy balance. I remember a man named Thomas, 66, diabetic, weary and frustrated. "I feel like I'm on a roller coaster every day," he said. "One moment I'm awake, the next I'm crashing." He'd tried everything, from medications to energy drinks, but nothing helped long term. Together, we started with one simple change. Half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon stirred into his morning oatmeal or coffee. No pills, no side effects, just a daily rhythm. Within 10 days, he came back with something I hadn't seen before, a steady calm. "I didn't crash yesterday," he said. "I felt normal. And last night, for the first time in months, my wife held my hand, and I actually felt it." That's what real healing feels like. Subtle at first, but undeniable. Cinnamon doesn't just regulate blood sugar. It helps your body remember its rhythm. And for men over 60, rhythm is everything. It's the bridge between function and feeling, between strength and connection. The golden circulation shot, small habit, big shift now. Let's imagine something beautiful. Imagine bringing these 3 healing herbs, turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon, together into a single powerful daily ritual. A ritual that doesn't just support your blood, your nerves, or your hormones individually, but brings all 3 systems into alignment. I call it the golden circulation shot. It's not a supplement. It's not a commercial product. It's a simple kitchen blend made with intention, love, and ancient wisdom. Just take 1/2 teaspoon turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon ginger, 1/2 teaspoon Ceylon cinnamon, a pinch of black pepper. Mix into warm water or herbal tea. Stir well. Sip slowly. Let your body receive the warmth, not just as a drink, but as a message. I care about you. I believe you can heal. Over time, I've watched hundreds of men embrace this morning or evening ritual, not just as a remedy, but as an act of self-respect. And the feedback? More than better erections. More than energy. They describe mental clarity, emotional warmth, steadier moods, fewer bathroom trips at night, and a return of something sacred, connection with their partner, their body, and their sense of self. You don't need to overhaul your life to feel this shift. You don't need a dozen pills or hours at the gym. You just need a steady rhythm and the right tools. Henry's story. From doubt to confidence in 3 weeks, Henry was 68. A retired engineer, soft-spoken, kind. But when he came into my office, his eyes held something many older men carry quietly: doubt. Doubt in his body, doubt in his future. Doubt in whether the part of himself that once felt alive, vital, and desirable would ever return. "Doc," he said, "I love my wife, but I haven't felt anything. Not even the urge. It's like something in me just shut off." He didn't want pills. He didn't want false hope. He just wanted to know if there was any way back. So we started small, the golden circulation shot, once a day, every day. No skipping, no rushing, just commitment and trust. I reminded him, healing doesn't come from intensity, it comes from rhythm. 3 weeks later, he walked in with a quiet confidence. "My hands aren't cold anymore," he said. "My feet feel warm, and this morning I woke up hard. First time in over a year. I didn't even expect it. It just happened." That wasn't just about intimacy. That was about hope. That was about the return of a man to his own body. That was about dignity. And it reminded me once again that the male body doesn't forget. It just needs a gentle invitation to come back. Safety tips, because nature still deserves respect. Now before you rush to your spice drawer and start mixing, let me offer a few words of caution. These herbs may be natural, but they are powerful. They deserve respect. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, speak with your doctor first. Turmeric and ginger can thin the blood and may interact with your medications. If you've had gallbladder issues or stones, turmeric might cause discomfort in some people. Start small and observe your body. Always use Ceylon cinnamon, not cassia. Cassia contains coumarin, which can be harsh on the liver if used daily over time. Start with just half a teaspoon of each. Mix with warm water or tea. Sip it slowly. Don't treat it like a cure-all. Treat it like a daily signal. A consistent whisper to your body. You're not forgotten, you're still worthy of care. Healing isn't a race, it's a rhythm. Honor it. Final words, your body is still listening. If you've made it this far, let me say something straight from the heart. You are not broken. You are not too old. You are not past your prime. Your body hasn't given up on you. It's listening. It's waiting. And with the right daily rhythms, it can come back online. One breath, one heartbeat, one warm cup at a time. The strength you miss isn't gone. It's just buried beneath years of stress, silence, and neglect. But it's still there. The energy, the confidence, the intimacy, the desire to touch and be touched, to feel and be felt. It's still yours. You don't need to become a new person. You just need to support the man you've always been, with tools your body already understands. Not from a pharmacy, from a kitchen, from the earth, from your own willingness to begin again. So stir your spices, sip your shot, hold your partner's hand, and believe healing is still possible. Your next chapter isn't about decline, it's about restoration. And it starts with you.